Hi, David. Thanks for your patience on this. Um, I started looking at things for a minute, and this one fixed itself. And I actually don't understand what happened, and I decided, okay, from here on, I'm just going to record my whole session here so you can see how I figure out things that I may not be as familiar with. But yeah, I had basically three items. The way I see it is one, add the bag of snakes book, which I'm actually going to do last. Another one that you had emailed later was determining why this PDF wasn't showing. All that I did, I mean, I looked at it and it sure wasn't showing. And I looked at this one where it was showing, and is this? Yeah, this is the edit button. When I looked at here and was editing, um, it was showing here, and I just clicked the save button, which was it looked a little bit different. Like right now, the save button is gray. Um, so I don't know. Like it seemed like maybe there was a revision that wasn't actually saved to be live. That when you edited it, what you're seeing here didn't match what was on the live site. But anyway, I fixed that one without fully understanding why before I started hitting record. So anyway, yeah, the last thing was it says that um, that the download an order form or order a print copy, that link should go to the new book order form in the media file. So let me see if I can find that first as a user. I'm guessing that is here on the press. And yeah, so I can see here that I'm looking at the very bottom of the screen. I can't move the mouse down there, but I see that this link is to a Word file from that has 2017 in the title. And yeah, I guess if I click it, I get a download link here. I'm not going to bother downloading that. But okay, so the two next things that I'm going to be looking at are one, make sure that I know where to edit this page, and two, make sure that I know where that link should go. So back over on the tab where in the admin panel, I think that one is a page rather than a post. I could be mistaken, but it is. Yeah, the names are all different here. I'm going to guess that it's this one. Nope. Right, because this looks like it's the menu over here. I have home, I have Open Door Community Press, which is resources, publications. This is something I definitely should have done before the menu, before hitting record, is find that page. Did I look at this one? Right, so this is the page. So I want to edit this, but I need to figure out what it should be. So, oops, I am actually going to... I know that I want to edit this, so I'm going to go ahead and make a new tab. And it'd be in the admin panel where I can look in the media and see if I can find that new I'm going to hit this search button and look for book order and see what comes up. Yeah, so we have I'm going to guess that it's this Word document. Yeah. No, I'm sure it's this Word document. First of all, it says 2024 in the title, but then I'm also seeing that it was uploaded in April, and this was uploaded over 3 years ago. So I'm going to take a look at this. I believe if I hit edit, the important thing here is when I click edit on the media, I can see this is the URL to get to that actual file. So I'm going to copy this. It's just going to be in my clipboard. I don't expect to be copying anything else for a little bit. And I'm going to start by double checking. If I just go make a new tab and paste that in here, we can see, it's WordPress content uploads, the date. It is a docx file, a Word document. And when I hit enter, my browser wants to, finds and wants to download this file. So I'll download it to take a look at it myself later, but that doesn't matter to what I'm doing here. So now that I've done that, I can, I right-clicked, but that, of course, tells my browser that I want to edit things. I just want to normal click it. And scroll down a little bit. I'm looking for, it's probably, maybe it's in here. Nope. I am looking for, I was sure that, I am still sure that there is a simple, oh yeah. Now if you regular click on this one, and then this is an edit button. And then I'm just going to replace this. I triple clicked it to select everything and hit backspace. And now I hit Control V to paste in what was already in my clipboard. And just to double check, I'm going to save here. And then I'm going to save here. And before I do the rest, I'm going to come over here and refresh. And make sure, looking at the very bottom of the screen, I see that it, or I guess I can make it more obvious. If I click here, it wants to download, and this is the 2024 one. So real quick, I'm going to look for every link on this page that says order a print copy or download an order form. I don't know that there's a quick way to do that, but this one says download an order form, so I click it, click the link, click the edit button, triple click, remove that, paste in the new link. Keep scrolling, looking for the next one. This one says order a print copy. There's our order form. Regular clicking this button, clicking the edit button, placing that. I was just curious if double clicking did anything there. It doesn't appear to. Oh, this one doesn't have the link. This one doesn't have the link. Here we are again, though. Now, I don't know. It doesn't appear that there's any more below here. So it should be now that all of those are fixed once I click save here. And wait for that for a second. And what we have, order and download are the two keywords here. So I'm gonna refresh this. A side note, sometimes, I don't think it's gonna matter in this situation, but sometimes you want to hold shift while you reload. I mean, I hit Control R before, I believe, but you can also just click this button. But I'm holding shift while I do it this time, which shouldn't matter, but sometimes I just want to point out when you refresh things, nothing changes, and that's because of caching. Like, it's possible for your browser to have saved the site that it just had, and when you click refresh, it doesn't always actually go get a new copy if you had a copy that was recent enough. But I'm gonna hit Control F. Well, whatever, I don't think it's actually worth it. I'm just gonna scroll and see. We already looked at this one. I see 2024 in the link in the bottom. Just spot checking 2024. 2024. 2024. I'm gonna guess that I got them all. But if I missed any, then you can see now where to get it. That again, I'm going to look at this media tab. I found it through clicking the search that the original icon was here. Found the one I wanted, and with it selected, just double clicking. No, double clicking doesn't do anything here. But with this one selected, I clicked edit and found the URL here. It's funny. I just clicked and hit the end key on my keyboard. And yeah, so that's where you get the URL. And you saw a dozen times or so just now how I actually edited the link over on this page. So I am going to check off that I fixed the links. Which means that I just have the add a bag of snakes book, which I have over in my other screen. I have the Word document that you posted. I'm referencing this and copying and pasting from it, but it's just over on my other screen. What I want to pay attention to is I want to hit this add before. And then that will let me also let me just make sure that I match things as best as I can. I see that this one is a heading, that it's H3, and I want whatever I'm doing now to match that. So up in here, I want a heading. I want it to be H3. And I'm going to copy in the title. So I just selected and copied it over in my other window. I'm curious. I'm going to try something two ways. One, if I hit Control V, notice how these don't match. I'm going to hit Control Z to undo that. I'm going to try Control Shift V. Yeah, so when you paste, if you hold down the Shift key while you're pressing Control V, a lot of times that does a paste as plain text. So for instance, over in your mock-up, you had made that bold, which totally makes sense. But in this case, I want the styling to come from this H3 element. Let me just see what this is. One element, one single element that is an H5. Can I just copy? Yeah, I'm just gonna hit duplicate here, and then I will just, this one has elements that I want, so I'm just gonna duplicate it. And does this move it up? Yep, that moves it up. And that way I don't have to retype this and make sure that I match. The text all here is all the same, other than it's by Murphy Davis and Edward Loring. Edward Loring. Interestingly, I just realized I was typing that in actual title case, but the styling made this all uppercase. Let me fix this date. And I'm gonna guess that, I mean, your text over here just says order a print copy by mail versus order a print copy to order by mail. I'm gonna leave this matching this one rather than copying exactly what your mockup did, just for consistency here. And I imagine if you don't want the to order there, then you can easily change that. Next we want an image. And I want it to match this style. First of all, actually, I'm going to go look at the media and see whether I have the image because it was in your email attachments. But let's, yeah, it's just already here. Multiple copies of it, actually. I mean, I don't want this one selected anymore. Just from this thumbnail, this looks slightly better quality to me. But I think if I hit edit, yeah, I'm not sure what the difference is between these. Actually, looks like it's likely to be the same file to me, especially because the title just has this -1 on one of them and the other. So I'm going to guess it doesn't matter which of these I use. And I think I'm going to go ahead and just hit the duplicate here again. I'm just going to hit duplicate. Now we have two images, but I can pick this one, move it up until it's under the byline that I had, and then let's see how easily I can just tell it use a different image. Double clicking here doesn't do anything, but if I click and scroll down to get more menu, I was hoping, I mean, I'm sure that there is an easy, I'm positive that there is some easy change the image here. I'm not as I don't spend as much time in WordPress all the time as I do in Drupal, as the platform that we use the most. Oh, this replace button right there the whole time. Click replace, and if I hit this edit button, well, I mean, I can go over here and get the URL, but I'm going to guess this select image, yeah, lets me go from the media library and then just pick this. Yeah, and you can see, I mean, that took me a second to figure out that this replace button is the one that we wanted. But just again, to go over what I just did to get the image I wanted, I'm just going to delete this image. And I just hit, I took an existing element that looked just like I wanted, except for exactly what image it was. I hit duplicate. I picked the one that's, went back to the one that's closer, went up. Oops. Went up until it's where it should be. It's immediately below the relevant headline. Clicked replace and select image and media library and picked that correct one. And now we need that text below it. Which, again, I want to just make sure that I copy the style from this. It's paragraph that is just bold in here, but yeah, there's probably nothing else. I'm looking to see if there's anything that matters if I just make a new text rather than, yeah. So I'm gonna come up here, click on this, and say add an element after. I want this one to be a paragraph. I'm going to take this text here from the other screen and I'm going to paste it first with the, this is going to be bold, and I want to see how different it looks from, yeah, this is also bold. So I think just pasting it, leaving it as it was, matched. So, one thing, let me look at my notes. Yeah, 1 second. Alright, I just had paused the recording for just a second to make sure that I didn't miss any details. I had only recorded that you wanted this above surely goodness and mercy, which is in fact where it is. The thing that I was wondering was, you know, kind of the way that this page has been is we had one book that was the newest, seemed to be the newest book, you know, same here, which has a much longer description, but then you have this books that, this section here, oops, that's a link. So there's a few different items here. Can I shift click? Whoops, no, I want to click here. Yeah, these items together, I was wondering if you wanted them after the first book. And I believe that you can, so I just selected them all at once by clicking here. You know, and with the cursor here, I'm holding down shift and clicking the last element, and you can see that this actually selects 3 elements together that then I can move them up. Right. It seems to be moving in the wrong direction. Yeah, I missed the button, I think. So for instance, you know, I clicked several times, and now this is above, you know, it's after the first book, so it seems like you kind of have your above the fold, new book is exciting, and then you have in general information about getting books. That was something that it seemed to me like you might want, but I'm not going to do it because you... yeah, we're after that same place. That wasn't something that you asked for, so I'm not gonna make any changes that you didn't ask for. But that was something that I noticed that might be something that you want, so I'm just showing you how it's done there, or how I would do it. And I believe all the changes are made. Let's double check. Because I had copied this, this should already be the correct link. Yep, I see the 2024 here. So I'm just hit cancel. I didn't need to do anything here. But I'll hit save to get all of these changes here. And yeah, that seems, I'm just looking for any typos. I'm looking what the headlines are like. I had said earlier I had pointed out that I had left this copy the same that it used to be, but the thing that caught my attention was that this fits nicely on one line on a wider screen with the copy that your email said rather than the copy that this line had because of the extra author name. But anyway, let me know if I missed anything. I'm just going to hit save again here and double check. Refresh this, and yep, sure enough we have, it doesn't, even with that change, it doesn't actually stay on one line with the formatting here. But yep, yeah, so just making sure that I didn't miss anything. The changes that I saw you ask for was put a new book up here and show you how I do it. Change what all of these links go to use the newer order form. And it's funny, I wish I could say, I'm going to look back at home. I wish I could tell you that I knew for sure what changed on this. But it is working like the others. And like I said, I'm just going to manually go back to the actual, oh, that's not the right, on open door, WordPress admin. Yeah, I don't fully understand what changed here. This seems like one of those things where, you take it to the mechanic and they can't find anything wrong with it. I did see it on the live site, but I promise that all I did was hit the save button and it fixed itself. So I think you had done what needed to be done, but somehow it wasn't actually published. But yep, anyway, let me know if I missed anything or if you have any other questions. And yeah, thanks so much for your patience. I know that this didn't take very long, and I wished I'd gotten it to it a little while ago. But yep, anyway, there you go.